welcome back to my channel. For today's video I'm doing my first ever clean with me, so please bear with me, I've never done it before. But as you can see, I'm starting off in the kitchen. I just finished cleaning the kettle and the toaster with their elbow grease. It's just a really good thing to use to wipe everything down. As you can see now, I'm just putting everything back on the side because I find it's easier to just move everything, clean what you need to, and then pop everything back afterwards. And now I'm just showing you what everything looks like now I've cleaned it, so a lot more sparkly. So now I'm moving on to my hob. I've got like a glass protector on the top of my hob, so I'm just giving this a wipe down because this looks really greasy a lot of the time, and I'm using the Flash bicarbonate of soda spray and just a general microfiber cloth. Now I'm just lifting up the lid and just doing the inside of it as well. Now I'm just moving on to spraying my hob. I've just moved the little, I don't know what you call them, the little racks out the way. And again, just using the Flash bicarb spray, microfiber cloth, and just giving all of this a wipe down. So I do this on a daily basis, but it just picks up loads of bits and gets really greasy from like oil spit and everything. So now I'm just taking the elbow grease and a blue cloth again, and I'm just using this to wipe down the tea, coffee and sugar pots because any meal preparation we do, things do get splattered on these, so I do have to regularly wipe them down. Now I'm just taking the elbow grease spray again and just using the same cloth to wipe down my coffee machine. Now I'm just putting everything back in its spot. Now I've wiped down and everywhere's clean and making it look more back to normal. So now I'm moving on to this side of the kitchen, which you can see is an absolute state. There is stuff everywhere. We have a really small kitchen, so we do have to have a lot of stuff out on show because there's just not enough space in the cupboards to organise everything. So again, I'm just removing everything off the side so I can give it a wipe down and pop it back. Again, I've got another Posh Biscuits jar that I'm just using the same process as. Now you can see I'm moving on to my sink. So I'm basically just going in the cupboard here to just get my Cif cream cleaner, which is what I prefer to use to clean my sink. And next my Minky, which I don't like to use for the sides, but I do love it when I'm cleaning the sink. So I do use quite a generous amount of this, probably way too much, because it does take me ages to scrub it all and rinse it all away, but I just quite enjoy doing it, which may be a little bit sad, but I really enjoy doing it. So yeah, I'm just giving everything a wipe down. So next up I'm just taking a microfiber cloth and some Cif to clean down my incinerator because it's really fiddly, so I have to get in there and kind of give it a good clean. Now I'm just moving on and rinsing all of the Cif away. Now I'm just going under my sink again, looking for my soda crystals, and this is what I use to put down the plug holes to eliminate any odours. So I don't bother measuring this out, I just pour it straight down the main plug hole and down the incinerator. Usually do this like on a weekly basis or sometimes every 2 weeks, just as and when I remember basically. Then once I have done that, I take some white vinegar, and it causes it to, it just works quite well with the soda crystals. I sort of learnt this from Mrs. Hinch again, I use her methods quite a lot, and you can just see it fizzing up, and I tend to leave this there for around 10 minutes. Then once it's been about 10 minutes, I'll make the kettle, fill up the kettle completely, and then just use the boiling water to rinse that all away, and then it smells lovely, fresh and clean. Now what I'm doing is I'm just filling up the kettle again, because once I finish cleaning the kitchen, I then like to get everything prepped in order to soak my cloths in some disinfectant. You can see my little cup of tea brewing away there. I thought we'd give you a little shot of my I Heart Cat mug. Now I'm just taking some of my tropical Twistaflora, a couple of capfuls into the middle of my sink, and then I will soak my minky cloth, my little washing up brush and the cloth I was using to scrub all of the jars and things. Then I'll just boil the kettle again and fill this with boiling hot water and just allow this to soak, and get rid of any germs or anything nasty on the cloths. Now I'm moving on upstairs to my bathroom, so this is a little bit of a before shot, which kind of looks like my bathroom doesn't really need cleaning, but I promise you it does. It's been at least a week, or if not a bit longer, so I'm just showing you round basically to do a little before, but yeah, it just needs a good freshen up and just things tidying away. As you can see, all of the watermarks and everything on my shower screen all need scrubbing off. So once I've emptied everything out of the shower, I'm just getting all my products ready. So we've got my window and glass spray, my Power Force thick breach, which I get from Aldi, some Mr. Muscle cleaning spray. I then like to use Viacal on the shower heads and taps. Then I've also got some Flash bathroom as well, because my Mr. Muscle was almost run out. A pair of rubber gloves and just a couple of old cloths which I use to buff the shower screens and the mirror. As you can see here, I'm doing the shower first. I'm now using my Viacal, and I like to just spray this all over the shower head, and just the nozzles and everything, just all the chrome basically. Now I'm moving on and just cleaning the mirror above the sink. Now I'm just cleaning, because as you can see it was really dusty, just using the glass and window spray and an old cloth just on my chrome bin because it gets really dusty. So now I'm moving on to my chrome radiator with a cloth and window and glass spray again, because this gets covered in water marks because it's right next to the sink. Now I'm moving on to the toilet. I'm just using these toilet wipes that I picked up from Home Bargains. I'm just getting one out to show you. They're not very big. They're not as big as the Cif ones I used to like using, but they work fine for now. Now I'm just taking my bleach because I just like to pop this all down the toilet. Now I'm just taking the bathroom minky cloth and I'm using this to scrub the bottom of my shower tray. Apologies the fact that my bum is in a lot of this shot. I'm now taking some Viacal to spray on the tap and the plug hole of the sink. Then opening the new flash bathroom and spraying around the rest of the sink, scrubbing that all in and then washing it away. Now I'm just showing you how everything's nice and sparkly clean. Now I'm moving on to my living room, which does also need a good spruce up. Now I'm just taking the Flash bicarb spray just to clean the dining room table. I'm using the Dettol all-in-one spray just with a microfiber cloth just to clean down the windowsills because I do have a conservatory at the back of my house. I like to give this a regular wipe down because I do have 2 cats, as you know, so they like to walk along here. Now I'm just taking the some polish. The only thing I really use polish for is my boyfriend's computer desk, and this one's really good. So with a different cloth, I'm just wiping down his desk for him. He does sometimes do this himself, but when I'm just cleaning the whole house, I think it's just easier if I don't like to leave it out, so I just get on and do it basically. I'm just taking the all-in-one spray again, and I think it's just a good idea to clean down his games controller, just disinfect this, get rid of any germs, especially with everything that's going on right now, and then shortly I do the same with his keyboard and mouse as well. Now I'm moving on and I'm using the duster just to clean the wood along the stairs. Now I'm just getting out my new pride and joy, which is my Hoover, which we haven't had for that long, but it just makes life so much easier, because before I used to have a Henry and it was really heavy to carry up and down the stairs, and this one is so much better. I would highly recommend. Now moving on to tidying up our bedroom. Now I'm just continuing to hoover downstairs. Once I have hoovered everywhere, I need to mop all of the hard floors. I like to use this flash bicarbonate of soda, which matches the spray that I use. It smells absolutely lovely, and it works really well at getting the floors, getting all the stains off and making it smell really nice and look really shiny. I just tend to use a couple of capfuls of this and then just some hot water from the tap. Now I'm just starting by mopping the kitchen floor, which tends to be the worst because this is where I'm mopping now, is where the cats eat their food and they always make a mess absolutely everywhere. Just taking a quick crate, just giving my cat some love. Now I'm just plumping up the sofas and just making the cushions look a bit neater. I'm now just taking the fabric Febreze spray and just spraying this on the sofas just to give them a bit of a freshen up. Now I'm just using the Carpet Fresh 1001 on my rug, and then I go over and just do it on my back doormat as well. I'm now just showing you how much better everything still looks, and also that white stuff on the floor of the edge of the mat is just the Carpet Fresh. Now coming towards the end of the video, I'm just taking it upstairs to sort of show you the final result. It's not ridiculously tidy, but it's a lot better than it was. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry about the angles, it was my first clean with me and it was a lot harder than I thought, but please like, subscribe and comment, and yeah, I'll be back soon with another video. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed it.